Hello everyone, I am Michael Lake and bringing you another Illumination coaching video, and the topic for today is the period to do is over, now we must be. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, before we begin, I want to let everybody know that this quote does not mean to simply just stop doing things and completely be something and somebody, okay? That is not what I am trying to imply. But what I want to show you is that doing and being are two different parts to one whole. And if you can use them to your advantage, you'll be able to make some major changes in your life. Now, although they are two units that work in unison with each other, they're also known as the mind's mode of differences, okay? It's kind of like hot and cold, all right? Now, to do something, it's like full of yang energy, it's masculine, it means to perform, to execute, to be driven to do something, okay? Now, for example, if you have to go do the laundry or go do the dishes, it's the action that got it done. You were driven to get it done. Now, there's always a forethought or an idea that has to come with doing something, but it's still the art of getting it done, all right? Now, on the other hand, you have being. Now, being is more yin energy. It's feminine in nature, and it means it's to be existent, it's to be present. It's the nature of something or the nature of someone. Now, for example, if someone was to say that they would be grateful or they would be thankful to actually have a good job opportunity. So it's their nature of being thankful in that moment, of how they feel, of how they are, of being who they are during that moment. You don't necessarily have to do anything. There are no goals attached to it. However, it's the nature of how you feel and the nature of who you are during that moment. Now, since you know the differences between the two, let me show you their purposes and how they work together, all right? Now, the purpose of doing is to get things done, to achieve a particular goal that the mind has set. It is goal-oriented, and its time perspective is based on the past, the present, and the future. It does require you to think or come up with some type of idea or a plan for a desired goal or an outcome. Another way to really think about it is multidimensional experiences that are narrowed down into a one-dimensional focus. In other words, for example, think about if you wanted to purchase a car. Now, there will be all type of different ideas and experiences floating around through your mind of the past, the present, and the future of buying that car. Without me going into great detail, either way it goes, you still have to come up with some type of plan or an idea to go get the car. Now, with that being said, the purpose of being is to accept or allow without any pressure to change anything. It's non-goal oriented, and its time perspective is based on the here and now. Matter of fact, it's actually a direct experience of the present moment because the mind has nothing to do and it has nowhere to go at the moment. So it kind of gives you a sense of freedom. Now, a good example of that would be of being a good boss. See, if it's already in my nature, I don't have to change anything inside of me to be a good boss because it's simply already existent in the present, and vice versa. For me to have good employees, I don't have to change anything about them on the inside either, especially if I already have the qualities of leadership to guide them for me to still be a good boss because it's still existent in the present. Now, what I do as far as me being will be brought up in my next point, and here it is. Your being should inform your doing. In other words, what this means is who you are on the inside will dictate what you do, okay? It's about how we make a life, how we create your reality. It focuses more on the intangible, the kind of person who you want to become. If you're spiritual, if you're positive, if you're always happy all the time, even if you're full of anger, full of rage, always complaining, it can't be necessarily measured with any awards, with any trophies or anything in that nature because it's simply existent. It's the nature of something right there in the here and the now. It's kind of like almost like feelings in a sense, almost, okay? Now, as far as doing, your doing should be informed by your being. And what that means is it's just a flip-flop of the concept, okay? What you do in life will dictate who you are on the inside, okay? And it's about how we make a living, as far as your job, your status, your money that you make, any awards or trophies that you want. It focuses more on the tangible, okay? Now, even though these are two different modes of the mind, balance is always the key, okay? Now, the period to do is over. Now we must be. And one more important point that you need to remember is that your being should always be informing your doing. Okay? I'm Michael Lakin. I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. God bless. I'll see you guys next time.